Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let's begin our journey through the universe. Fact 1. The silence before everything. Long before light, before atoms, before even the whisper of time, there was a vast and endless quiet. No stars burned, no sound moved, no thought existed, only a still potential, waiting to awaken. Physicists call it the singularity, but it was less a point and more a state of being. A cradle where every law, every particle, every spark of existence slept together in perfect balance. In that silence, energy rested like a deep breath not yet taken. The universe had not yet expanded. It had not yet begun to dream. And yet, hidden within that stillness was everything that would ever be. Every star, every ocean, every thought that would one day arise. From this hush, creation prepared to stir. Beyond the silence, a breath was coming. Fact 2. The first breath of the universe. Then, in an instant beyond imagining, that silence exhaled. The universe expanded, not into space, but creating space itself. Time began to flow, stretching outward with a newborn light. This was the Big Bang. Not an explosion, but an unfolding. A warm, glowing bloom of energy that filled the void with brilliance and motion. Matter and light danced together, too dense to form anything solid, swirling in a bright, hot fog. Everywhere, the same song of creation, expansion, cooling, and the endless rush outward. From that first breath, the laws of physics began to hum their eternal tune. Gravity, electromagnetism, the strong and weak forces, all woven together like a soft cosmic fabric. And in that glowing haze, the story of everything had begun. Fact 3. Light's first journey. As the newborn universe expanded, it began to cool. And for the first time, light could move freely. Before this, every photon had been trapped, colliding endlessly with matter, a fog that no sight could pierce. But now, the fog lifted. The cosmos became transparent, and the first light began its long, patient journey across time. We can still see that light today, stretched into soft microwaves, a gentle afterglow known as the cosmic background radiation. It is the oldest light in existence, a quiet memory of the universe's youth. Each wave hums with ancient warmth, crossing billions of years to touch us here tonight. And beyond that glow, new forms were beginning to stir, clouds that would become stars. Fact 4. The expanding sea of space. From that first luminous breath, space itself began to stretch, not pushing into something else, but carrying everything outward, like ripples across an endless ocean. Galaxies did not yet exist. There were no stars, no planets, only energy, and the seeds of matter drifting farther apart with every passing moment. As space expanded, time moved forward like a calm, unstoppable tide. Distances grew, the light softened, and the universe began to cool. In that cooling came change, from pure energy into the simplest particles, and from those particles, the first atoms would one day form. Imagine the cosmos then, a glowing sea of possibility, spreading gently in every direction. And in that vast, expanding calm, the future was quietly unfolding. Fact 5. Time awakens with the cosmos. When the universe began to expand, something else began to flow, time itself. Before that instant, there was no before, no ticking, no change, no past or future, only the potential for them. But as space stretched and energy danced, time unfurled beside it, marking each transformation with a silent rhythm. Every second born since has followed from that first heartbeat of the cosmos. Time moves forward, always forward, though its pace bends with gravity and speed. It is the quiet river that carries everything, stars, galaxies, and us, through the unfolding story of existence. And yet, in some deep sense, all those moments still coexist, every second of history, layered gently within the fabric of space. As time awakened, the universe began to dream in motion. Fact 6. The cosmic background's gentle glow. Hundreds of thousands of years later, the fog of the early universe cleared completely. For the first time, light could travel freely through space, no longer tangled with matter. That light still surrounds us today. A faint, ancient glow, bathing the universe in soft radiation. Astronomers call it the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of creation. It hums quietly at a temperature just above absolute zero, a whisper from when the cosmos was still young. When we tune our instruments to it, we are listening to the echo of the universe's birth, the last fading warmth of its first dawn. And beyond that gentle glow, gravity was beginning its silent work, gathering the first clouds of matter into form. Fact 7. Matter and antimatter's quiet dance. In the earliest instance after the universe's birth, energy blossomed into pairs, matter and antimatter, twins of equal beauty and opposite nature. Whenever they met, they vanished together in flashes of light, returning to the energy that had formed them. For a time, the cosmos was filled with this shimmering dance, creation and annihilation in perfect balance. Yet, for reasons we still don't fully understand, a tiny fraction of matter remained. Just one particle in a billion survived the great cancellation. That quiet imbalance became everything we know. The stars, the galaxies, the breath in your lungs. From that subtle asymmetry, existence itself endured. And as the universe cooled, the surviving matter began to settle into its next chapter. Fact 8. The hydrogen age. When the fire of creation dimmed enough to let particles slow, the simplest atom began to form. Hydrogen. Just one proton, one electron, the building block of stars, of water, of life itself. The universe, once filled with chaotic light, became a sea of these gentle atoms, drifting through space like invisible mist. Hydrogen was the first stable note in the cosmic song. In time, helium joined it, the second element, born from the universe's own warmth. For millions of years, these atoms wandered the expanding dark, gathering slowly under the pull of gravity. They did not yet shine, but they were the promise of stars to come. And within that quiet promise, the cosmos held its breath. Fact 9. Gravity's first whisper. As the universe grew vast, its energy stretched thin, and gravity began to speak. This subtle force, the gentlest and yet the most enduring, started to draw the scattered atoms together. Tiny ripples in density, small unevenness in the sea of hydrogen, became the seeds of galaxies. Slowly, invisibly, clouds began to gather. Each clump attracted more matter, growing heavier, warmer, until one day, deep within their centers, the first sparks of starlight would ignite. Gravity, quiet but patient, had begun the long work of creation. In its gentle pull, the universe found direction, and from drifting clouds, the first great structures began to take shape. Fact 10. The birth of cosmic structure. In time, the quiet gatherings of matter became something more. Gravity continued to weave its invisible threads, pulling atoms into vast, sprawling patterns. Across unimaginable distances, clusters and filaments began to form, delicate outlines of what would one day be galaxies. The universe, once a smooth and glowing fog, was now becoming textured, full of variation and form. Some regions grew dense and hot, while others remained empty and cool. This contrast, this balance between fullness and void, became the canvas upon which everything else was painted. These were the first blueprints of creation, the silent scaffolds upon which stars would soon be born. And from that hidden structure, the shape of the cosmos began to emerge. Fact 11. The shape of space. Though it seems intangible, space itself has shape, curved and pliable, responding gently to the presence of mass and energy. Einstein taught us that gravity is not a pull, but a bending of this vast fabric. Stars, planets, and galaxies rest upon its surface, shaping it with their weight, like marbles pressing softly into a cosmic sheet. In some regions, space curves inward, guiding objects together. In others, it stretches outward, letting them drift apart. The shape of space defines how the universe expands, how light travels, how time itself flows. It is everywhere and nowhere, the quiet stage on which existence performs. And as space took its form, the universe prepared to stretch its design toward infinity. Fact 12. The geometry of infinity. If you could travel forever through the cosmos, never reaching an edge, you would begin to understand the strange geometry of infinity. The universe has no center, no boundary, only a continuous expanse curving gently in ways our minds can barely grasp. Mathematicians describe it with elegant equations, yet it remains more dream than shape, more feeling than form. Perhaps it loops back upon itself like a sphere, or stretches endlessly like a plane of glass beneath the stars. Whatever its true geometry, infinity in the cosmos is soft, not frightening, vast, but calm, like a horizon that never ends. And within that boundless sea, invisible threads of matter continue to weave their silver web. Fact 13. The hidden dimensions. Beyond the three dimensions we know, length, width, and height, the universe may hold more, curled up so small that they hum unseen within every atom. These hidden dimensions, suggested by elegant theories, are like soft folds in the cosmic fabric, intricate layers of reality invisible to our eyes. They could be doorways for forces, threads connecting particles, or echoes of deeper geometry that shapes everything we touch. Though we cannot see them, we feel their influence in the way gravity behaves, in the delicate symphony of the universe's laws. The cosmos, it seems, is far richer than what our senses reveal. And within those unseen folds, the foundation of everything quietly resonates. Fact 14. The cosmic web's silver threads. If you could step back far enough, beyond galaxies, beyond clusters, beyond all familiar forms, you would see that the universe resembles a vast, glowing web. Thin filaments of galaxies stretch across millions of light years, weaving a pattern of light and shadow, like dew on invisible threads. This cosmic web is the skeleton of the universe, the structure gravity has shaped over billions of years. Dark matter forms its hidden scaffolding, while luminous galaxies sparkle along its strands like fireflies in a vast night. Between the threads lie immense voids, silent and nearly empty, where few stars have ever shone. To gaze upon this web, even in thought, is to glimpse the artistry of nature on its grandest scale. Every filament, every cluster, every hollow, part of a cosmic lacework still unfolding. Fact 15. The empty spaces that hold it all. It may seem strange, but most of the universe is empty. Between stars, between galaxies, even between the particles in your hand, there stretches an ocean of nothingness. Yet that emptiness is not absence, but the quiet stage that allows everything else to exist. It gives light room to travel, gravity room to breathe, and creation room to unfold. In every pause between atoms, there is possibility, the still canvas of being itself. Even the vacuum hums softly with energy, a faint background to the cosmic symphony. And so, the universe is not defined by what it contains, but by the tranquil space that holds it together. From that silence, the smallest mysteries begin to stir. Fact 16. The quantum haze. Beneath existence. Beneath all matter, beneath every atom and every grain of dust, lies a restless shimmer, the quantum haze. It is the ocean beneath reality, where particles blink in and out of being, and probabilities dance in silence. Here, nothing is truly still. Even in the emptiest vacuum, energy hums softly, weaving patterns too quick and too small for the human eye to see. This realm does not follow the ordinary flow of logic. Things can exist in many places at once, or influence each other across impossible distances. It is strange, mysterious, and yet utterly natural, the foundation upon which everything solid quietly floats. And from this invisible haze, the order of the cosmos begins to rise. Fact 17. The language of the universe, mathematics. Every galaxy, every orbit, every falling drop of light follows a rhythm, a harmony described by the gentle logic of mathematics. It is the quiet language of creation. Simple symbols expressing infinite beauty. Through it, we find that the universe is not chaos, but poetry written in numbers. The curve of a planet's path, the spiral of a shell, the hum of an atom, all speak the same language. Mathematics is not only a tool of science, but a reflection of nature's symmetry, a soft whisper of balance woven through everything that exists. When we measure the stars, we are not forcing them into our equations. We are merely learning to listen to the song they've been singing since time began. And through this harmony, the constants of reality quietly emerge. Fact 18. Constants that never change. In the great expanse of time and space, some things remain perfectly still. The constants. They are the universe's deep promises, the speed of light, the strength of gravity, the charge of an electron. No matter where we look or how far we travel, these values never drift. They are the quiet metronomes of creation, keeping rhythm across the stars. If even one were different, the universe as we know it could not exist. Atoms might not bind, light might not shine, life might never awaken. And so, within endless change, there lies perfect stability, gentle, unbroken, and eternal. From that constancy, time itself begins to flow. Fact 19. The arrow of time. Time, like a quiet river, flows only one way. It moves from past to future, carrying every star, every planet, every thought downstream. Physicists call this direction the arrow of time, a simple truth that gives the universe its rhythm and story. Why it moves forward and not backward remains a mystery. Perhaps it is because the universe began in order and has been unfolding into greater complexity ever since. Entropy, the soft spreading of energy, gives time its flow, ensuring that what has been cannot be unmade. And so, each moment drifts gently into the next, never to return. Even the stars follow this current, aging and fading as the universe quietly moves on. Fact 20. The energy that never sleeps. Energy is the heartbeat of the cosmos. It never disappears, only changes form. What once burned as light in the stars may one day whisper as motion in an atom or warmth in your hand. The law of conservation ensures that every spark endures, transformed but never lost. When a star dies, its light continues to travel through space, carrying its story onward for billions of years. When you breathe, the energy in that moment once belonged to distant suns. Everything that moves, shines, or simply exists participates in this eternal exchange. The universe is not made of things, but of motion, an endless rhythm that hums beneath all matter. And within that motion, patterns begin to emerge, spirals that turn softly in the dark. Fact 21. Spirals in the dark. Far across the expanding sea of space, the first great structures began to spin. Clouds of gas, guided by gravity, swirled inward. Slow, graceful, inevitable. From their rotation came the delicate arms of spiral galaxies, vast pinwheels of stars turning in silence. Each spiral holds hundreds of billions of suns, drifting together through the dark like glowing leaves in a cosmic breeze. The Milky Way, our home, is one such spiral, a luminous whirlpool suspended in eternity. Its arms move so slowly that a full rotation takes more than 200 million years. In their turning, these galaxies became the gardens of creation, places where stars, planets, and life would quietly arise. Fact 22. The glow of billions. Each galaxy is a city of light. Not the harsh glow of lamps or fire, but the quiet shimmer of 100 billion suns, each one burning softly in the dark. When we gaze at the night sky, every distant smudge is one of these vast congregations, ancient, immense, and alive with quiet motion. Their glow travels for millions of years before reaching us, arriving as faint, tender whispers of what once was. Some of that light began its journey before Earth even existed. When you look upward, you are looking backward in time, seeing galaxies as they were in their youth, still weaving their stories among the stars. And beyond them, more galaxies shimmer, endless, serene, and ageless. Fact 23. Ellipticals and their ancient calm. Not all galaxies spin in spirals. Some are shaped like soft, rounded clouds, vast ellipses of stars that move in quiet, random paths. These elliptical galaxies are older, gentler places, where the fires of star birth have mostly faded. Their light glows warm and steady, like the embers of a cosmic hearth. They are home to aged stars, red, dim, and enduring, shining in patient stillness. There are no grand arms or delicate swirls here, only a calm, golden haze that fills the dark like a sigh. Astronomers believe many ellipticals were born from collisions long ago, their chaos now softened into peace. They are reminders that even in destruction, beauty can become serenity, and somewhere nearby, the next slow dance is beginning. Fact 24. The dancers. Galaxy collisions. Across billions of years, galaxies drift and meet, drawn together by the soft pull of gravity. When they collide, it is not with sound or violence, but with a slow intertwining. Stars passing through one another, gas clouds merging in luminous arcs. New stars ignite where the galaxies touch, blooming like sparks along their edges. A collision can take hundreds of millions of years, a graceful waltz played out across the cosmos. When it ends, the dancers become one, perhaps a spiral reborn, perhaps an elliptical, glowing with the memory of two lives joined. The universe is full of these slow embraces, each one a reminder that even in chaos, creation finds its rhythm again. Fact 25. The hidden halos. Every galaxy, shining though it may be, is surrounded by something unseen, a vast, invisible halo that stretches far beyond the reach of its stars. This halo is made not of light, but of dark matter, a mysterious substance that reveals itself only through gravity. It forms a gentle cocoon, holding the galaxy together as it spins through space. Though we cannot see it, this halo outweighs all the stars it encloses. It is the silent guardian of the galaxy, shaping its motion, protecting its form. Even the Milky Way drifts within one, a sphere of darkness that glows only in theory, yet feels as real as sunlight on our skin. And within that hidden embrace, new mysteries continue to unfold. Fact 26. The dark matter scaffold. Imagine the universe as a great lattice, a structure invisible to the eye, yet powerful enough to shape everything we see. That lattice is built from dark matter, the silent framework upon which galaxies rest. It neither shines nor absorbs light, yet its gravity guides the motion of stars, the growth of clusters, the very architecture of the cosmos. Astronomers have mapped this structure not by sight, but by its influence, tracing how galaxies drift along its unseen threads. In this way, dark matter is the sculptor of the universe's design, steady, patient, eternal. It reminds us that what we cannot see often holds the greatest strength. And deep within those cosmic webs, another mystery rests at the center of every galaxy's heart. Fact 27. The heart of every galaxy. At the quiet core of nearly every galaxy lies something immense, a black hole, dark and dense beyond comprehension. It is not a monster, but a balancing point, a center around which everything else turns. Though it swallows light, it also gives rise to beauty, jets of energy, glowing disks of gas, and the gentle order that keeps galaxies aligned. Our own Milky Way holds one, named Sagittarius A, silent and patient, hidden behind drifting clouds of starlight. It turns not with malice, but with gravity, the universe's oldest kind of peace. In its presence, time itself bends, and the stars continue their endless waltz around its unseen core. Fact 28. The black hole's gentle pull. Though they are known for their gravity, black holes are not violent in their essence. Their pull is steady, unwavering, and completely in tune with the fabric of space. Anything that strays too near simply joins their orbit, circling endlessly, or crosses the invisible boundary where light itself cannot return. From a distance, their influence is subtle, a calm presence, not a consuming one. They keep order in chaos, guiding the stars around them like a silent conductor of an unseen orchestra. Even as they gather matter, they shape galaxies, regulating the rhythm of cosmic growth. In their stillness, they are not destroyers, but keepers of balance, dark centers of cosmic harmony, and around them, the galaxy breathes and stirs. Fact 29. Galactic winds and quiet storms. Within every galaxy, there are invisible breezes, streams of gas and dust flowing through the stars. They move slowly, gently, yet their influence spans thousands of light years. These galactic winds carry the ashes of old stars into space, scattering the raw materials that will form new ones. Sometimes they arise from bursts of star formation, or from the gentle hum of a black hole feeding deep within its core. They sweep through the galactic disk like soft weather systems of creation, shaping the future without sound or fury. Through them, galaxies breathe, exhaling life into the void, then drawing it back again. And beyond these winds, even larger currents move, the expansion of the universe itself, flowing ever outward. Fact 30. The universe's expanding breath. From the first moment of creation, the universe has never stopped expanding. Like a slow, eternal breath, it stretches in all directions, carrying galaxies farther apart with every passing second. No center, no edge, only space itself unfolding, calm and infinite. This expansion is not felt locally. Our stars and planets remain bound, together by gravity's quiet hold. But across the great distances between galaxies, the motion becomes clear. Light stretches, wavelengths lengthen, and colors shift toward the red. It is as if the cosmos itself is sighing, softly, endlessly. And even as it expands, the ancient light within it continues to travel, guiding us toward the next horizon of wonder. Fact 31. Photons, tiny messengers. Every beam of light, no matter how faint, is made of tiny travelers called photons. They have no mass, no rest, no destination, only motion, forever, at the universe's ultimate pace. Each photon carries a whisper of its origin, the warmth of a distant sun, the flash of a newborn star, or the glow from the universe's first dawn. When you see light, you are catching messages billions of years old, delivered faithfully across space. They do not tire, they do not fade. They only stretch and shift as the cosmos expands. To see them is to look directly into the memory of time itself, and within their glow lies the full spectrum of creation, the colors that paint the universe's soul. Fact 32. The colors of creation. Every hue in the cosmos tells a story. Blue light sings of heat and youth, stars burning fast and bright. Red speaks of age and calm, of cooler suns winding down. Between them shimmer endless shades of gold, white and violet, woven into every corner of the sky. Even light we cannot see. Infrared, ultraviolet, X-rays, and radio waves fills the darkness with meaning. Each carries information about its source, the temperature, motion, and composition of distant worlds. To an astronomer's eye, the universe is not black and white, but a living rainbow, stretching far beyond what human sight can reach. It is as if creation itself chose color as its quiet language, telling its story in waves of light. And those waves move with a single perfect speed, the great constant of the cosmos. Fact 33. The speed limit of the cosmos. Light travels at nearly 300,000 kilometers per second, the fastest thing there is. No signal, no thought, no object can move faster. It is the speed woven into the fabric of reality, a limit not of effort, but of nature's design. When we watch the stars, we are not seeing them as they are, but as they once were. Light taking time to cross the immense ocean of space. In that delay lies beauty, a reminder that the past still glows around us, gently lighting our nights. Every photon that reaches your eyes has crossed the silent dark at the speed of truth. And beyond its journey, new waves of light are already on their way. Fact 34. When light bends and warps, light moves in straight lines until space itself begins to curve. When it passes near something massive, like a star or a galaxy, its path bends, following the shape of space-time. This gentle bending is called gravitational lensing, and it allows the universe to act as its own magnifying glass. Through this lens, astronomers can glimpse galaxies billions of light years away, their light curved around invisible masses. Sometimes a single star's glow is stretched into rings or arcs, echoing across the sky. The effect is subtle and beautiful, gravity painting with light. Every time light bends, it reveals both the strength of gravity and the delicacy of space itself. Even the universe, it seems, loves to create art from its own geometry. Fact 35. The redshift song. As the universe expands, the light traveling through it stretches too. Its waves lengthen, its color deepens, shifting softly toward red. This is called redshift, the song of distance and time intertwined. A galaxy's redshift tells us how far away it is and how quickly it is drifting through the cosmic sea. The farther it lies, the older its light. a melody composed over billions of years. Every tone of red is a note in the universe's slow symphony of expansion. Even the cosmic background hums this same tune, a faint, eternal chorus of stretched light. And as space continues to widen, the music of the redshift plays on, endlessly fading into deeper calm. Fact 36. Cosmic rays and silent travelers. Invisible to our eyes, streams of high-energy particles drift through space. Cosmic rays, ancient messengers from faraway stars and galaxies. They travel for millions of years, crossing voids and magnetic fields until some quietly reach our world. When they touch the atmosphere, they create tiny showers of light, ghostly flickers that whisper of their long voyage. Some come from exploding stars, others from the edges of black holes, and a few, perhaps from places we cannot yet imagine. They remind us that the universe is not empty, but alive with motion, even in silence. Every second, they pass through us, unnoticed, the quiet breath of the cosmos itself. And among those streams of energy, the oldest light still glows, waiting to be seen. Fact 37. The oldest light we can see. There is a glow that fills the entire sky, too faint for human eyes, yet older than any star. It is the cosmic microwave background, the universe's first light, still traveling after more than 13 billion years. It began when the cosmos was young and warm, just after atoms formed and the fog of plasma cleared. This light has stretched as the universe expanded, its waves now soft and cool, a faint warmth just above absolute zero. Everywhere you look, it's there, surrounding us like the memory of creation itself. When we capture it with radio telescopes, we are listening to the first whisper of existence. That whisper tells us that the cosmos still remembers its own birth, a soft glow that never fades. Fact 38. The invisible spectrum. The light we see with our eyes is only a small sliver of what truly exists. Beyond red lies the slow rhythm of infrared, the warmth we feel from the sun or the skin of another. Beyond violet lies the sharp hum of ultraviolet, painting stars and nebulae in colors we cannot perceive. Stretching even farther are radio waves, X-rays, and gamma rays, each a different vibration of the same cosmic music. Together, they form the electromagnetic spectrum, an unseen rainbow that fills the universe with energy. Telescopes that listen beyond sight reveal a richer world, galaxies shining in microwaves, planets glowing in infrared, black holes whispering in X-rays. The universe, it seems, speaks in more colors than our eyes will ever know. And within those unseen tones, light carries the stories of worlds beyond our reach. Fact 39. Light that tells of distant worlds. When light passes through a planet's thin atmosphere or bounces off its surface, it gathers a fingerprint, a pattern of colors and shadows unique to that world. By studying these delicate traces, astronomers can tell what a planet's air is made of, how warm it is, even whether it might cradle life. Each beam that reaches us from across the dark carries quiet information. Oxygen, water vapor, methane, hints of home and alien skies. We can read them like poetry written in starlight. So when a telescope captures the faint shimmer of a distant world, it is not just seeing, it is listening to light, hearing the secrets of creation's faraway corners. And beyond even those whispers, there are shadows among the stars, where light cannot yet go. Fact 40. Shadows in the stars. Even in the universe's brilliance, there are shadows. Dark clouds of dust drift between stars, veiling the light behind them. They are not voids, but nurseries, vast cocoons where new stars are quietly forming. To the eye, they appear as soft absences in the sky, places where the Milky Way's glow seems to falter. But within, hydrogen gathers, cools, and condenses under gravity's steady pull. Eventually, the darkness will ignite, and from it, a star will be born. Every shadow in the cosmos hides a future sunrise. And as the first of these suns kindled long ago, the universe brightened with its earliest warmth. Fact 41. The first stars to shine. When the cosmos was only a few 100 million years old, the darkness broke. Gravity, patient and persistent, gathered clouds of hydrogen into spheres so dense that heat and pressure began to rise. At last, in their hearts, the first atoms fused, and the first stars began to shine. These ancient suns were giants, burning hot and fast. They lived only a few million years before exploding in dazzling supernovae, scattering the elements of creation into space. From their ashes came everything heavier: carbon, oxygen, iron, the seeds of all future worlds. They lit the night of the newborn universe and filled it with structure, balance, and color. Their light was the first dawn, and from their deaths, new stars began to bloom. Fact 42. The art of fusion. Inside every star, a quiet miracle takes place: the art of fusion. Hydrogen atoms press together under immense pressure, merging into helium and releasing energy as light and warmth. This simple process powers all starlight, all life, all time as we know it. Fusion is nature's slow alchemy, turning the smallest elements into brilliance. In the heart of our own sun, billions of tons of hydrogen fuse every second, yet it shines with the calm of eternal fire. That energy travels for thousands of years through its layers before escaping into the solar wind. When you feel sunlight on your face, you are touching a moment born deep within a star, a gift from fusion's quiet flame. And in countless suns across the sky, that same gentle art continues to glow. Fact 43. Starlight and the elements of life. Every breath we take, every cell in our bodies, was once part of a star. When the first suns lived and died, they scattered their ashes across the cosmos. Carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, iron. These became the raw ingredients for everything that would follow: planets, oceans, trees, and us. In this way, starlight became life. The same nuclear fires that burn quietly in distant skies once forged the atoms in your blood. When you look upward, you are seeing the story of your own creation written in the language of light. We are not merely beneath the stars. We are made of them. And as they shine, they remind us that even in death, there is endless renewal. Fact 44. The balance of pressure and fire. A star is a perfect balance of opposites. Gravity pulls inward, endlessly trying to collapse it, while fusion pushes outward, releasing light and heat. These two forces meet in harmony, holding each other in check for billions of years. When gravity grows stronger, fusion burns faster. When fusion falters, gravity presses harder. This quiet equilibrium is what keeps a star steady and glowing, its light constant across the ages. Even the smallest flicker in that balance can change a star's fate, turning it into a giant, a dwarf, or a brilliant supernova. It is a dance of tension and grace, of pressure and release. And through it, the stars sing their long, patient songs across the night. Fact 45. The color of a star's soul. Every star has a color, and every color tells a story. Blue stars burn the hottest, fierce, young, and bright, like quick breaths of fire. Yellow stars, like our sun, glow warm and steady, their light nurturing worlds. Red stars, cooler and older, pulse softly in the dark, patient and enduring. The hue of a star is the rhythm of its life, its temperature, age, and energy expressed in light. When we look up and see that faint tint of gold or crimson, we are seeing its essence revealed. Each star's color is its soul made visible, shining quietly across time. And together, they paint the universe with a spectrum of eternal calm. Fact 46. The birthplaces, stellar nurseries. Between the stars lie clouds of gas and dust, soft, shadowy regions where the next generation of suns begins to form. Astronomers call them stellar nurseries, though their names are often more poetic: the Orion Nebula, the Eagle, the Lagoon. Inside these clouds, gravity gathers hydrogen into gentle knots, and deep within, pressure begins to rise. Over millions of years, the densest knots ignite, their first light piercing through the veils of dust. These newborn stars are wrapped in glowing halos of gas, their heat sculpting the clouds into shapes of luminous mist. What we see through a telescope is not chaos, but creation, the universe painting with light and shadow. Every star you see tonight began its life in such a nursery, cradled in cosmic calm. Fact 47. Binary companions. Many stars are not alone. They live in pairs. Twin lights orbiting a shared center of gravity. Some move in wide, slow circles. Others dance so close that their gases mingle, exchanging matter in graceful spirals. Binary stars remind us that companionship exists even in the depths of space. Their motions are harmonious, their paths perfectly choreographed by the laws of nature. From afar, their combined glow appears as one, but through the lens, they are revealed as two souls forever bound. Some binaries give birth to drama, one star swelling, the other feeding on its brilliance. Yet even this is a kind of cosmic balance. In the silence of night, they turn together, patient and eternal. Fact 48. Giants and dwarfs. Not all stars are the same. Some swell into colossal giants, burning with deep crimson light and spanning hundreds of times the width of the sun. Others are dwarfs, small, dense, and cool, shining faintly but steadily for trillions of years. Red giants mark the nearing end of a star's life, their outer layers drifting into space like glowing veils. White dwarfs are the quiet remnants left behind, compact embers that will one day fade into darkness. Together, they tell the full cycle of a star's being, from blazing youth to peaceful rest. Every night sky holds both stories, the exuberance of beginnings and the serenity of endings, glowing side by side. Fact 49. When stars grow old. Like all living things, stars have lifespans. In their youth, they burn bright and steady, fusing hydrogen into helium deep within their hearts. But as they age, their fuel begins to thin, and their light softens. They expand into giants, their outer layers glowing red and diffuse, their cores contracting with quiet intensity. Some stars fade slowly, like embers in a dying fire. Others grow unstable, flickering in brightness as their balance falters. Yet even in decline, there is beauty. The soft shedding of light, the peaceful sigh of a long, fulfilled life. The universe knows no hurry, no sorrow. In the death of every star lies the promise of creation's next chapter. And from those fading fires, the cosmos prepares its next masterpiece. Fact 50. The beautiful end. Supernovae. When massive stars reach the end of their strength, their collapse becomes a final act of brilliance. In a single moment, the core implodes and rebounds, sending shock waves of light and energy across the void. This is a supernova, one of the most breathtaking sights in the universe. For a few weeks, a single dying star can outshine an entire galaxy. Its explosion forges heavy elements, gold, silver, uranium, and hurls them into space to seed new worlds. From such endings come beginnings. From destruction comes the raw material of life. When the light of a supernova reaches us, we are witnessing an echo of both death and rebirth, the cosmos renewing itself through fire. And from that scattered dust, something new begins to form. Fact 51. The dust that becomes planets. The remnants of exploded stars drift quietly through the interstellar dark, fine grains of dust, rich in carbon and metal. Over time, these particles gather into clouds once again, drawn together by gravity's patient hand. Within these clouds, new stars ignite, and around them, disks of dust and gas swirl into motion. Tiny particles collide and cling, growing into pebbles, then rocks, then vast worlds, planets waiting to be born. Each carries within it the memory of older stars, the atoms of ancient suns now forming mountains, oceans, and skies. Even Earth began this way, as a whisper of dust in a newborn solar wind. So the cycle continues, stars dying to make planets, planets living to remember stars. And in that rhythm, the universe breathes again. Fact 52. The architecture of solar systems. Around newborn stars, thin disks of dust and gas swirl like quiet whirlpools. Within these disks, small clumps begin to form, gathering, merging, and growing into worlds. Closer to the warmth of the star, rocky planets take shape. Farther out, gas giants swell in the cold. The result is a kind of cosmic architecture, a natural order of light and distance. Asteroids trace belts, comets drift in long, slow arcs, and all of it moves within a gravitational harmony that feels almost musical. Every solar system is unique, yet all follow the same quiet principles of balance and flow. Our own sun's family is just one among billions, a tiny model of the universe's patient design. And around each star, those unseen orbits begin their eternal dance. Fact 53. The gentle pull of orbits. Every planet moves in a graceful curve, guided by gravity's tender hand. They do not travel in perfect circles, but in ellipses, smooth, unending loops that bring them closer and then farther from their star. This steady rhythm keeps them in balance, forever falling toward the sun, but never reaching it. An orbit is not a race, but a dance. Each planet moving to its own slow tempo, bound by invisible threads of motion. Some worlds spin quickly, others drift with unhurried grace, but all remain connected through the same quiet law. Even moons and asteroids follow this pattern, their motion a reflection of the universe's calm, persistence. It is gravity's poetry, unseen, unbroken, and endlessly patient. And circling many of those planets are companions that move in perfect harmony. Fact 54. Moons, silent companions. Moons are the quiet guardians of planets, bound by gravity's soft tether. They orbit faithfully, reflecting the light of their parent star, illuminating the darkness with borrowed glow. Some are small and cratered, others vast and smooth, with icy plains or hidden oceans beneath their shells. Our own moon steadies Earth's spin, guiding the tides and lengthening the rhythm of our days. Elsewhere, moons like Jupiter's Europa and Saturn's Enceladus whisper of oceans that may cradle life beneath their frozen crusts. They are storytellers in silence, witnesses to their planet's ancient histories, sculptors of light and shadow. And as they turn, their soft glow reminds us that even in darkness, reflection creates beauty. Fact 55. Rings of ice and shadow. Around some worlds, beauty forms in circles. Rings of dust and ice drift gently in orbit, shining like halos when caught in sunlight. Saturn's rings are the most famous, vast, thin, and intricate. But other planets wear fainter veils too, each shaped by gravity's patient hand. The particles are tiny, some no larger than grains of sand, others the size of mountains. They spin endlessly, colliding softly, reflecting starlight in pale arcs of silver. From afar, the rings look solid, but up close, they are open space, a floating symphony of countless fragments. These shimmering bands remind us that even in emptiness, pattern and rhythm emerge. And beneath their glow, the giant planets turn in deep serenity. Fact 56. The gas giants' deep calm. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, vast worlds made mostly of gas, their atmospheres thicker than any sea. Their surfaces are not solid, but fade smoothly into layers of swirling cloud. Beneath those clouds lie storms larger than worlds, yet moving with stately calm, their colors soft and ancient. Jupiter's great red spot has raged for centuries, a slow spinning oval of wind and heat. Saturn's bands ripple like silk in sunlight. Neptune glows blue and cold, whispering of hidden ice. Though they seem turbulent, their motion is rhythmic, balanced, and almost meditative, a breathing of the planets themselves. If you could float within those clouds, you would not fall, but drift, endlessly suspended in a storm that feels like silence. And farther inward, smaller, stonier worlds quietly await. Fact 57. Rocky worlds and quiet skies. Closer to their stars, the gas thins and matter grows dense. Here lie the rocky planets, solid, scarred, and silent. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Each one a unique poem written in stone and air. Mercury blazes by its sun, half in fire, half in frost. Venus hides beneath golden clouds, its surface glowing with trapped heat. Mars drifts red and still, its deserts shaped by winds, older than memory. And Earth, our home, balances perfectly between warmth and cold, a blue-green whisper of life amid the vast dark. On these small worlds, the skies change slowly, and the stars rise the same as always. They remind us that even the smallest planets hold infinite quiet, and that silence too can shine. Fact 58. Exoplanets in the dark. Beyond the edge of our sun's domain, other stars hold their own families of worlds. These are exoplanets, planets that orbit distant suns, invisible to our eyes, yet countless in number. Some are gas giants larger than Jupiter, others small and rocky, circling in close embrace or wandering far from their stars. We find them not by sight, but by the faintest clues, a star dimming slightly as a planet passes in front, or a subtle wobble in its motion. Each detection is a whisper across light years, a confirmation that our sky is filled with other homes. Some may host clouds, oceans, or air. Some may glow faintly in their own reflected light. And in the silence between the stars, each world spins quietly on its path, unknown but not unloved. Fact 59. The Goldilocks Dream. Among the exoplanets, there are those that rest in a precious place, not too close, not too far from their star. Astronomers call it the habitable zone, or more gently, the Goldilocks zone. Here, temperatures may allow water to flow, air to form, and perhaps life to breathe. These worlds are neither frozen nor scorched, but balanced in a rare harmony. If we could stand upon one, we might see a sunrise different from our own, another sky, another hue, yet familiar in its warmth. They are the universe's quiet dreams of possibility, scattered like seeds in the cosmic garden. For every star, there may be one, a world that rests perfectly in its orbit, where life could look up at its own stars and wonder too. Fact 60. Rogue worlds. Wandering alone. Not every planet has a home. Some drift freely through space, untethered to any star. Rogue worlds, lost in the great dark. They may have been cast away by gravity long ago, or born alone from collapsing clouds that never kindled light. Their skies are black, their surfaces cold, yet some may still harbor warmth deep inside. A quiet inner fire that glows beneath the ice. They travel endlessly, silent and unseen, carrying the memory of their origins through eternity. To imagine them is to glimpse solitude on a cosmic scale, worlds adrift, but still whole, still moving with purpose through the soft darkness. And even they belong to the grand rhythm of the universe, the calm and endless wandering of all things. Fact 61. Gravity, the universe's embrace. Gravity is the softest of all forces, yet the most enduring. It has no voice, no color, no boundary, only a gentle, unending pull. From the smallest pebble to the largest galaxy, everything feels its touch. It gathers clouds into stars, stars into galaxies, and galaxies into clusters, shaping the architecture of existence. Without it, there would be no orbits, no worlds, no structure at all, only drifting chaos. But because of gravity, there is form, rhythm, and connection. It is the universe's tender embrace, holding every atom in quiet relationship to every other. And though we cannot see it, we live entirely within its arms, suspended between earth and sky. Gravity does not command. It simply invites everything closer together. Fact 62. Electromagnetism's subtle dance. If gravity binds the vast, electromagnetism shapes the small. It is the unseen conversation between charged particles, the force that lets atoms hold hands, that makes light itself. Every spark, every color, every whisper of radio or hum of lightning is born from its motion. This force gives us warmth, vision, and sound. It binds electrons to nuclei, forms the chemistry of life, and paints the sky with auroras when solar winds meet Earth's magnetic breath. It moves through everything: the heartbeat of machines, the glow of stars, the gentle hum of existence itself. Invisible yet ever present, electromagnetism is the quiet dance of attraction and repulsion, balance and exchange. And from this delicate choreography, matter finds its order, a soft current flowing through every living thing. Fact 63. The strong force, bonds of creation. At the smallest scale, deep within the heart of every atom, lies the strongest embrace of all. The strong nuclear force binds protons and neutrons together, defying their natural tendency to repel. Without it, matter would dissolve, stars could not shine, and the universe would fall apart into a sea of stray particles. It works over distances so tiny that they cannot be seen, yet its grip is absolute. It is the glue of creation, the hidden strength that keeps existence intact. Imagine it as a quiet vow between particles. Stay together, endure, become. Through this invisible bond, the cosmos finds permanence, a silent promise that even in the smallest places, unity prevails. Fact 64. The weak force, keeper of change. Where the strong force binds, the weak force transforms. It is the quiet keeper of change, allowing particles to shift from one form to another. A proton into a neutron into something new. This subtle process fuels the light of the sun, turning matter into energy that warms our skies and nourishes our lives. The weak force is not loud or violent. It acts only within the smallest distances, for the briefest moments. Yet without it, the universe would be still. No fusion, no starlight, no life. It reminds us that transformation, though invisible, is the heart of all growth. In the tiniest flicker of a particle's change, the cosmos renews itself. And from that whisper of movement, the great fires of creation continue to burn. Fact 65. The symmetry that shapes it. All the universe loves balance. For every particle, there is an opposite, an anti-particle. For every push, a pull. For every light, a shadow. This symmetry gives nature its grace, ensuring that the laws of physics hold true across time and space. Even when symmetry breaks, as it sometimes must, new forms arise. Matter wins over antimatter, galaxies form, stars shine. From that imperfection, beauty is born, the creative imbalance that allows existence to unfold. Scientists search for these symmetries as though reading the notes of a cosmic song, written not in words, but in equations. Each one reveals another layer of harmony beneath the surface of reality. In symmetry's quiet design, the universe expresses its fondness for order, even within chaos. Fact 66. Energy and mass, a gentle equation. Perhaps the simplest and most profound truth of all is that matter and energy are one and the same. Einstein captured it in a whisper of an equation, E g mc2. It tells us that every bit of mass holds immense energy, and every burst of energy can take form as matter. This gentle equivalence links the physical with the radiant, the solid with the unseen. It explains why stars shine, why atoms hold power, and why light itself has weightless momentum. Even the smallest grain of dust hums with hidden fire. Energy and mass, two sides of the same cosmic coin, are forever trading places in the quiet economy of the universe. And through that exchange, existence continues to glow. Fact 67. Curved space and falling time. In the universe, gravity is not a pull, but a shape. Mass bends the fabric of space, and that curvature guides everything, from falling apples to orbiting moons. Where space curves, time bends with it, flowing more slowly near massive objects, like rivers deepening in still pools. A star does not drag its planets with force. It simply shapes the space around it, and they follow the curve. Light, too, bends gently along these invisible paths, tracing the contours of existence. Einstein's revelation was that space and time are not separate, but one smooth fabric, a cosmic quilt that flexes and folds with every motion. And in that elegant curvature, the universe finds both stability and grace. It is the geometry of destiny, softly written into the void. Fact 68. The expansion that never stops. From the moment the universe was born, it has been growing, not into something, but as something. Space itself stretches, carrying galaxies with it like leaves on a widening pond. Every second, the distance between faraway galaxies increases, not because they move, but because the fabric between them expands. This expansion happens everywhere, all at once. Even as we sit here, the cosmos grows larger, a slow, silent breath that never ends. The galaxies closest to us remain bound by gravity's quiet hold, but the distant ones drift farther, their light stretching red as they go. It is a motion without direction, without edge, without sound. The universe expands, not because it must escape, but because it is alive with change, forever unfolding into deeper stillness. Fact 69. The mysterious dark energy. Yet something drives that endless expansion faster than gravity can resist. Astronomers call it dark energy, a name born from mystery, a placeholder for what we cannot yet see. It is thought to fill all of space, a gentle pressure pushing galaxies apart. No one knows its true nature, whether it's a property of the vacuum, a hidden field, or a whisper from another realm of physics. But we feel its effects: acceleration, distance, time flowing outward ever faster. It is not chaos, but calm, a quiet insistence that the cosmos will not stand still. Dark energy reminds us that the universe is not done becoming. It continues to bloom, softly, into infinite possibility. Fact 70. The fate of all forces. In the beginning, all forces were one, a single, elegant unity holding the newborn universe together. As it cooled, that unity began to unfold into the four familiar forces: gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak nuclear bonds. Each separated gently, giving rise to structure, light, and life. Physicists dream of finding that original harmony again, the grand unification where all forces merge back into a single expression of nature. Perhaps it still exists, hidden in the quiet heart of the smallest particles or the first breath of creation. One day, the universe may return to that simplicity, the forces woven back into one silent pattern. It is the destiny of physics and perhaps of existence itself, to remember its oneness after an eternity of unfolding. And in that reunion, time may once again become still. Fact 71. The beginning of time. Before the Big Bang, time as we know it did not exist. There was no before, no ticking of clocks, no sequence of moments. The birth of the universe was the birth of time itself, a single instant stretching into eternity. From that first flicker onward, every second, every age, every lifetime has been part of that original flow. Time expands just as space does, carrying everything within it: galaxies, stars, memories, dreams. And yet, like light, time can bend, stretch, and slow. Near massive objects or at incredible speeds, its pace changes, turning seconds into hours or hours into centuries. In this way, time is not rigid but tender, elastic, responsive, alive. It began as a whisper, and it still flows with that same quiet grace. Fact 72. The relativity of moments. No two observers ever experience time the same way. To one, a minute might pass swiftly. To another, it may linger like a lifetime. Einstein showed us that time depends on perspective, on speed, on gravity, on where we stand within the universe's gentle curve. A clock on a mountain ticks faster than one deep underground. A traveler near the speed of light would age more slowly than one at rest. Every heartbeat, every orbit, every spin of a star unfolds in its own tempo, each true in its own frame. Time, then, is not a single river, but a network of streams, all flowing differently, yet all part of one ocean of becoming. And in that flowing mosaic, eternity hides in every heartbeat. Fact 73. Clocks in the stars. The universe keeps time in more ways than one. Pulsars, the remnants of dead stars, spin with astonishing precision, sending out beams of radio light like cosmic metronomes. Each pulse arrives in perfect rhythm, steady as a heartbeat, measuring seconds with a regularity finer than any human clock. Elsewhere, the cycles of stars mark the passage of cosmic ages, the swelling of giants, the flicker of novas, the patient glow of dwarfs cooling through eternity. Even galaxies turn like slow hands across the face of the universe, each rotation taking hundreds of millions of years. In this way, time is written in light, the stars themselves, the universe's oldest watches. And every flash, every orbit, every rhythm is a tick in the grand clockwork of creation. Fact 74. Time dilation, the slowing flow. Time does not pass the same for everyone. The faster you move, or the deeper you fall into gravity's curve, the slower your moments unfold. A traveler racing near the speed of light would find that days slip by, while centuries pass outside their window. This phenomenon, called time dilation, reveals that time is not rigid but fluid, bending and stretching with motion and mass. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station experience it faintly, a few milliseconds slower than those on Earth, their lives moving just a breath behind. It is a reminder that even the ticking of a clock is part of the cosmic fabric, woven differently in each corner of space. Time is not a single river, but many streams, each flowing at its own pace, meeting only in memory. Fact 75. The eternal. Now, though we measure time in moments, past, present, future, all truly exists within one unfolding instant, now. Every second that ever was or will be is contained within this living moment, expanding as we breathe. The light from distant stars began its journey billions of years ago, yet it arrives here, now. The whisper of your breath, the glow of the moon, the hum of the universe, all converge in the same quiet presence. To rest in this awareness is to feel time dissolve, leaving only stillness. The eternal now is not a boundary, but a gentle pause, a reminder that for all our movement through time, we are always here. Fact 76. The loop and the line. We often imagine time as a straight line, beginning, middle, and end. Yet some physicists and philosophers dream of time as a loop, an endless circle that bends back upon itself. In such a universe, beginnings and endings merge, and everything that ever was might someday be again. Galaxies could rise and fall in cycles, like breath drawn and released by the cosmos. Perhaps even we, made of stardust and memory, will find ourselves born anew in another age of light. For now, though, we drift along the line, feeling time's steady direction. Forward, familiar, kind. Whether line or loop, time's pattern is elegant, a rhythm written in stars, flowing endlessly between return and release. And through that flow, the universe gently remembers itself. Fact 77. Entropy's quiet march. All things move from order toward stillness, from complexity toward calm. This is entropy, the universe's soft unwinding. It is not destruction, but relaxation, a gradual spreading of energy until everything finds equilibrium. A cup of tea cooling on the table, a star fading into dusk, both follow the same universal rule. Even the expansion of the cosmos is part of entropy's long, quiet exhale. It does not rush. It simply continues, giving rise to change, transformation, and the birth of new patterns. Entropy teaches that nothing stays the same. And yet, in that change, beauty persists. The night sky itself is proof. Chaos arranged into constellations, disorder singing as harmony. The universe's march toward stillness is also its hymn to peace. Fact 78. The memory of the universe. The universe never truly forgets. Every photon of light, every particle of dust, every ripple in space-time carries a record of what has been. When a star shines, its light becomes a message. When gravity bends, it writes a note in the fabric of space. Astronomers read these messages in the faint glow of distant galaxies, each one a page from an ancient book. Even the background radiation, humming softly through the dark, is the memory of creation itself. We too are part of that record, made of atoms born in stars, carrying the memory of explosions older than time. To exist is to remember, to shine is to tell a story, and the universe remembers everything. Fact 79. The future. Written in light, not only reveals the past, it also hints at the future. The glow of a star tells us how it will age, how it will fade, and when its fire will dim. The movements of galaxies foretell what the night sky will one day become, as constellations drift and new stars awaken. In every beam of light, there is direction, a story still unfolding. Photons travel ever outward, carrying the fate of their origins across eternity. Even now, the light leaving Earth will travel on, perhaps to be seen one day by other eyes, in another age, beneath another sky. In that journey, the universe writes its own prophecy, not in words, but in radiance. And we, tiny beings of light and shadow, are part of that glowing script. Fact 80. The endless repetition. The universe loves to repeat itself, not through sameness, but through pattern. Spirals and galaxies echo in seashells. The branching of trees mirrors the structure of lightning, and the shapes of rivers resemble the veins of our own hearts. This repetition is not coincidence, but rhythm, the quiet mathematics of beauty, unfolding in all scales. From atoms to solar systems, from clouds to clusters, the universe paints with recurring strokes. It is nature's gentle reminder that all things are connected and nothing truly stands apart. We are fractals of the cosmos, repeating its geometry in our bodies and our breath. When we gaze at the stars, we are looking at reflections of ourselves, patterns that begin again and again, never ending, always becoming. Fact 81. The stardust within us. Everything that makes you, your bones, your blood, your heartbeat, was once part of a star. Billions of years ago, massive suns lived, burned, and died, scattering their elements across space. Those ashes gathered into new clouds, which became new stars, new worlds, and eventually, you. Inside, you are atoms forged in the furnaces of supernovae, carbon from ancient giants, iron from collapsed cores, oxygen from stellar hearts. You are not separate from the universe. You are its memory, its continuation. To breathe is to echo a star's exhale. To think is to shine in your own quiet way. The cosmos is not out there. It is within you, always, endlessly reborn in your every breath. Fact 82. The chemistry of calm. Every living thing is a pattern of simple elements arranged in exquisite balance. Carbon binds with hydrogen and oxygen to form the molecules of breath and blood. Nitrogen and phosphorus weave through cells, guiding the silent rhythm of growth. This chemistry is ancient, the same recipe used by stars when they forge the atoms of life. Within every drop of water and every heartbeat, those cosmic ingredients mix again, still following the quiet laws born in the first light. Life is not a miracle of separation, but of harmony. The universe finding peace in connection. To live is to echo the calm arithmetic of nature, repeating softly the equation that began among the stars. Fact 83. The fragility of atmospheres. Around many worlds drifts a thin, trembling veil, the atmosphere. It is delicate beyond measure, a whisper of gas pressed against the cold vacuum of space. On Earth, this invisible blanket shields us from radiation, softens sunlight, and holds the air we breathe. Its balance is easily tipped. Too thick, and heat is trapped. Too thin, and warmth escapes. Mars once had such a veil, now lost to time and wind. Venus holds one still, but it burns too bright, turning the surface into a quiet furnace. An atmosphere is the tender breath of a planet, its sigh, its protection, its song. When the wind moves through trees or across oceans, you are hearing the earth exhale in gratitude. Fact 84. Light and life's connection. Every leaf, every cell, every spark of living color begins with light. Sunlight strikes a leaf, and through photosynthesis, energy becomes nourishment, radiance turned into the sweetness of fruit, the pulse of blood, the warmth of being. Even the light we cannot see guides migrations, sleep, and memory, syncing life with the gentle rhythm of day and night. Across galaxies, the same principle glows, energy flowing into form, darkness giving way to renewal. Light feeds life, and life, in return, reflects light back into the world, in eyes, in thought, in love. It is a dialogue older than time, the universe shining into itself, one luminous breath at a time. Fact 85. The music of the spheres. Long ago, philosophers believed the heavens made music, that the planets, in their vast orbits, produced a symphony too perfect for human ears. Today, we know that sound cannot travel through space's vacuum, yet in another way, the idea was true. The motions of the planets, the pulses of stars, and the ripples of gravity all create vibrations, silent but real. When translated into frequencies, these cosmic rhythms become tones, deep hums and shimmering harmonies echoing through radio waves and light. Pulsars tick like celestial metronomes. Quasars thrum in distant bass. It is a music of gravity and motion, not heard but felt, woven into the fabric of reality itself. The universe, it seems, does sing, not in air but in time, and everything within it moves to that hidden melody. Fact 86. Cosmic harmony. Across unimaginable distances, the universe remains in tune. Galaxies spin in balanced clusters. Stars orbit in spirals of perfect geometry. From atoms to solar systems, the same mathematical patterns repeat. Spirals, waves, ratios that whisper of symmetry and grace. This is the harmony of physics. Equations that describe both the fall of an apple and the orbit of a moon. It is not coincidence, but connection. Everything obeying the same simple laws, quietly, beautifully. Even chaos follows this rhythm, dancing in patterns that never repeat, yet never truly stray. Cosmic harmony is the peace beneath the noise, the steady pulse of existence. To understand it is to listen with more than the ear, to sense the stillness that binds every orbit, every particle, every thought. Fact 87. The silence between stars. Between the stars lies distance so vast that even light takes millennia to cross it. In that emptiness, there is no air, no sound, only quiet beyond imagining. Yet this silence is not absence. It is potential, a cradle for everything that will ever exist. The vacuum hums faintly with quantum whispers, particles flickering into and out of being. Photons glide through that stillness, carrying memories of light from worlds long gone. It is a silence that comforts, not one that isolates, a reminder that creation blooms best in calm. When you gaze at the night sky, you are listening to that silence, and within it, the promise of new beginnings yet to come. Fact 88. Cosmic background music. Even silence has a song. The universe hums softly with the echoes of its beginning, faint microwaves that fill all of space. This is the cosmic background radiation, the afterglow of creation itself, stretched and cooled across billions of years. If we could hear it, the sound would be a low, eternal murmur, smooth and steady, the quiet breathing of existence. Its tone has not changed since the universe was young, only deepened as space expanded. Everywhere you are, that hum surrounds you, wrapping the earth in the same ancient resonance that vibrates between the galaxies. It is the background music of everything. The universe remembering its first song, still playing, endlessly, beneath all other sounds. Fact 89. The heartbeat of galaxies. Galaxies, too, have rhythms. Their stars orbit in slow synchrony. Their clusters pulse with bursts of creation and rest. Gas clouds drift inward, forming new suns, while others fade quietly away. An infinite exchange between light and shadow. At the center of many galaxies including our own, lies a black hole, not a destroyer, but a metronome of gravity. It feeds and rests, shaping the galaxy's pulse over ages beyond counting. Sometimes it sends out jets of radiation, vast and luminous, marking its heartbeat across millions of light years. To watch a galaxy move is to see patience embodied, a living rhythm of matter and time, too slow for us to feel, yet steady as breath. The cosmos itself, in all its vastness, seems to inhale and exhale through them. Fact 90. Waves of gravity. Even gravity has ripples. When massive objects, black holes, neutron stars, collide, they send waves through space-time itself. These gravitational waves travel silently, stretching and squeezing the fabric of reality as they go. For eons, they passed unseen, until we learned to listen with instruments sensitive enough to feel their faint touch. Each detection is a cosmic whisper, a story of two distant giants embracing and merging in lightless grace. They remind us that even the most powerful events can move with quiet elegance, leaving ripples that fade into calm. The universe is not still, but serenely alive, its very structure quivering like a gentle sea after a storm. And in that motion, the echoes of creation continue to flow outward, forever. Fact 91. The shape of infinity. Infinity is not a number, but a direction, a quiet unfolding with no end. When we look into the night sky, we are not seeing a wall, but a curve that continues forever. Space may be flat or gently bent, but either way, it loops and stretches beyond what our minds can hold. Some say the universe is boundless, yet finite, like the surface of a sphere too vast to see its curve. Others imagine it truly infinite, extending without repetition or return. In both visions, infinity is not frightening. It is serene, the natural breath of existence. The stars do not ask where the universe ends. They simply shine within it, at peace with its immeasurable scope. And perhaps that is wisdom enough, to glow without needing boundaries. Fact 92. Multiverses and mirrors. Physicists whisper of other universes, endless variations of reality, each with its own laws, its own light. Some may be like ours, others utterly strange. Stars that burn cold, gravity that sings in different tones, time that flows in loops instead of lines. If such multiverses exist, they do not clash or collide. They drift quietly beyond our reach, like reflections in an infinite sea of possibility. In one, perhaps you are standing under another sky. In another, you never were. And yet, somewhere, every version of the cosmos continues, each as real as the next. These are not fantasies, but gentle theories born from the mathematics of symmetry, from the dream of total completeness. The multiverse, if true, is not chaos. It is balance, multiplied, an eternal library of all that can be, written in countless tongues of physics and light. Fact 93. The edge that isn't there? If you traveled forever, you would never find the edge of the universe. There is no wall, no border, no final horizon where everything ends. Instead, space folds back on itself or stretches endlessly, depending on its unseen geometry. It is like walking on the surface of a planet. You can go in any direction without ever leaving it. Everywhere becomes center, and nowhere becomes edge. This means the universe is not a box we live inside, but a flowing continuum with no outside at all. There is no beyond, only more space, more time, more becoming. And in that endlessness, every moment feels like home. Fact 94. The quiet fate of stars. Every star, no matter how grand, must one day rest. The brightest giants burn fast and vanish in spectacular bursts, while gentler suns like ours dim slowly, transforming into red giants before shrinking into pale embers of light. When the fuel runs out, fusion ends, and the warmth that held their worlds fades into memory. The remaining core, a white dwarf, glows softly for billions of years, cooling little by little until its light becomes invisible. Even then, its atoms remain, drifting through space as silent witnesses to what once shone. It is not an ending, but a return, a release into calm. The stars sleep, and in their rest, they give back everything they borrowed from the cosmos. Fact 95. The cooling of the cosmos. As the universe expands, it also cools, its ancient heat stretching thin across the widening fabric of space. Where once there was brilliant fire, there will someday be darkness, filled only with the faint warmth of fading stars and drifting particles. Galaxies will drift farther apart until their light no longer reaches one another. Black holes will evaporate slowly, their final whispers escaping as quiet radiation. What remains will be still, a universe in perfect balance, cold but complete. Yet even this is not sorrow. It is the universe's long exhale, a deep, peaceful breath after an eternity of creation. The cosmos is not dying. It is resting, like a song softly ending on its final note. Fact 96. The long sleep of time far. Beyond imagining, when the last stars have dimmed, time will continue. Slow, patient, endless. Atoms will drift apart, decay, and dissolve into the smooth hum of space. There will be no light, no sound, only equilibrium, the universe asleep within itself. But perhaps, in that stillness, something remains. A potential, a quiet seed of the next beginning. Just as the first dawn rose from nothingness, so too might another spark return. Even in the universe's deepest silence, there is continuity, not an ending, but a pause between breaths. And within that pause, eternity waits, calm, infinite, and kind. Fact 97. The rebirth of possibility. Even in the far future, when stars have faded and galaxies grown dim, the universe may not be finished. Energy never disappears. It only changes form, waiting patiently for its next purpose. Perhaps, from the quiet darkness, another spark could arise. A new dawn, a new unfolding of creation. Some cosmologists imagine a rebirth, the universe contracting inward, then blooming outward again in another Big Bang. Others dream of quantum fields, rippling into fresh beginnings, giving rise to new space, new time, new light. Whatever the truth, the pattern of becoming never truly ends. Creation is not a single act, but an eternal rhythm, expansion, rest, renewal. And even in the silence between cycles, the possibility of life hums quietly, waiting to begin again. Fact 98. The dreaming universe. The universe, in its vastness, may be said to dream, not as we do, with thought or memory, but through motion, through rhythm, through endless transformation. Stars are its thoughts, galaxies, its long and winding stories. Black holes may be its pauses, places where time folds inward to listen. If you look closely, everything flows. Dust into planets, planets into dust, matter into light, and back again. This movement is a dream of balance, an unending meditation written across the fabric of space-time. Perhaps the universe does not think of us, but through us, as the atoms that once burned in stars now contemplate their own origins. We are part of that dreaming, each of us a fleeting reflection of its vast, quiet mind. And as we dream, the cosmos continues to unfold, serene, infinite, aware in its own timeless way. Fact 99. the light that never ends. Though stars die and darkness deepens, light never truly ceases. Every photon released, from the birth of the first sun to the glow of your own lamp, travels endlessly, carrying energy into forever. It may stretch, dim, and fade, but it continues, woven into the widening tapestry of space. That light is memory, motion, and meaning, a bridge between what was and what will be. It touches everything, connects everything, and never turns back. Even now, the light that left ancient stars still travels toward us, just as the light leaving you tonight will journey on long after you've fallen asleep. In that way, the universe remains luminous, forever radiating, forever awake. Fact 100. The universe. Within. At the quietest edge of thought, you realize the universe is not only around you, it is you. Every atom of your being once pulsed inside a star. Every breath you take has passed through oceans, forests, and the open night. You are the cosmos made conscious for a fleeting moment, the universe noticing its own beauty through your eyes. When you look at the stars, you are looking into your own history, your own heart made radiant. When you close your eyes, you return to that same infinite calm that holds galaxies in balance. There is no separation, no distance, only connection, glowing softly across time. You are the continuation of creation, the gentle echo of eternity. And as you rest, the universe rests with you. And as our journey comes to a gentle close, I hope you found a little peace among the stars tonight. The cosmos is vast, yet somehow it feels small enough to hold inside your breath. If you enjoyed drifting through these sleepy facts, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share what world you'd love to fall asleep to next. Your curiosity keeps this quiet constellation of stories alive. Now, let go of the day. Let your mind float, unbound by gravity, through the hush of the galaxies. The stars are still shining, the universe still dreaming, and you are part of that dream. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you among the stars.